Oh man, I have been busy today. I've been running around today more busily than a pervert in a sex toy factory. Bad analogy. Now, something you see people do all the time that they shouldn't be doing. Now, this is not a manual lens, but you get the point, right? When you're actually focused out and the front section of your barrel is out, you'll actually see a lot of dust there. And you go to clean, what you see a lot of people do is you'll see a lot of dust right around the cracks there, and they'll actually sit there and they'll blow it off. What they're doing is they're actually blowing it into the lens. So this sounds like something really stupid, but nobody ever mentions it. And that is, you should never do that. Blowing dust off the rest of the lens is a good idea. Like you've been out in a dusty day or something, you've been out shooting all day, someone will sit there and they'll go, and it's like, oh my god, how did dust get into the lens? Because you blew it in there! Now, you can have your front cap and your rear cap on there. There's other ways for dust to get into your lens, and this is a good way. And so instead of doing that, what you always need to have is a little brush like this. So extend it as far as you can, on your manual lenses especially, and brush it off. Yeah, it looks stupid, but it's very effective. I've been doing it for 27 years. It's the best way. Keep from dust migrating inside to your lens. Blowing off the excess there. Okay. Simple, huh? Nobody ever mentions this. It's kind of important. Unless you like dust in your lens, but if you do like dust in your lens, then do this. Because that's a great way to force dust into your lens. A really good way. So, another little quick tip of the day, something you probably never thought of, but should have, derp. I love that word. It is an effable word. I love lexicon and the fluid nature of language and how it changes. By the way, I went to NikonRumors.com today, and I saw that they had an article about, do UV filters protect your lens at all? And obviously the guy stole my idea. He's only got like about 30 videos, and only about... Now, why did Nikon Rumors actually put this guy's video up? His intentions are well and good, so he tests these lenses, and he does drop tests using like a 1/4-inch dowel rod, but his tests are invalid. The reason being is that I've seen tons and tons of lenses perfectly saved where the filter's been cracked. Most of the impacts are from people that have cameras on a camera strap, and they hit into the corner of tables. Usually it's doorknobs or table corners. But he was using a very sharp 1/4-inch steel rod and doing a drop test. And it's completely invalid. That's not real world impacts on the lens. And so I watched this whole video, and I pointed out the error of his ways. Go to NikonRumors.com and actually go to the article where it talks about, it gives a link to this guy's video. I think he's well intentioned, but he draws a horribly incorrect conclusion several points throughout the video. And he basically says that he doesn't believe anybody's lenses are saved. I'm not talking about dust and grime or whatever that obviously he admits is kept out by filters. Admittedly, also does say even some of the cheap filters as far as image reduction is basically non-existent. So on that, he's actually accurate, but he draws some insanely wrong conclusions on actual impacts of lenses, and he just doesn't know any better. I think he meant well, but his conclusions are completely specious because his testing methodology of using that sharp steel rod as a drop test, and then stating that he actually states this at 12 minutes and 55 seconds into his video. He says that, I don't think anybody's lenses are really saved by filter. Total BS, doesn't know what he's talking about. I mean, it's alright to have wrong conclusions, but, you know, people, my God, people. All you can say is, people! People!